Hello again, this is John Grounds. It is June 5th, 2019 at 6:27 p.m. and I'm going to perform part 1 of the carbohydrate fermentation test. I've gathered all my materials. I've got my table cleaned, I've got my gloves on, I got my apron, eye protection mask. I've got my 6 fennel reds. I went ahead and labeled each of them already to kind of speed up the process here. I've got my 3 various, sugars and other substances to add to it. Right now, my durum tubes are drying inside the paper towel. I want to make sure they're completely dry before I add them to the mixture. And so let's get started. So first things first, I went and labeled them. Now I'm going to take and split the glucose, for example, into one of these tubes. The directions want me to transfer half the glucose. So I got the glucose into vial number 1. All right, so I'm going to take one of the vials. Let's see, 3. Here, one of the vials of S cerevisiae. Okay, and then I'm going to flame the top. Okay, just like so. I'm kind of watching my lab kit get smaller and smaller. I'm curious what we're going to do for the next 2 weeks after this week is over. Alright, so I've got my glucose. I'm going to pour half of the glucose into the container. I think it's probably about half. Let's see what full looks like. Yeah, I'd say so. Let's do a little bit more. Alright, so I got about half into 1 SC. Okay, I'm going to flame the top again, put that cap back on, and I'm going to swish this around until it's all dissolved, which didn't take much. It's all dissolved. All right, for that 1 SC done, I'm looking for 1 SE for epidermidis. Take the tap off, flame it. Okay, and then pour the rest of the contents of the glucose into the container. All right, all the glucose is in there. Okay, put that off to the side, flame this. All right, put this back on, and then wish it around until it's all dissolved. Fantastic. I didn't mention that I let these things sit out to room temperature, probably about 30 minutes or so. I think I let it sit. All right, so part 2, did that, and then I'm going to take number 2. So there's 3 and 3, okay, and then 2 and 2. Going to 2SC next, okay. And then flame the lip. And then, let's see. I guess I will. Alright, so then I'm just going to take, I'll just take C-glucose, take fructose as number 2. I'll just make sure I document fructose. I'll probably put a label or something on it. Alright, so want all of it to fall in. Alright. That's good enough. Okay, flame it. And put the cap back on. And then let it swish around. And maybe I'll take my permanent marker and mark it. And then I'll go to 2SE. And then put the rest of this contents. Oh, hold on. I gotta flame it first. Now we'll take it, put that in here. I'll go with that. And flame it. Okay, cap back on. And then let. Alright, we'll call it a day. We'll see you again in a couple weeks. Bye.